Peacemaker Season 2 carries over from the DCEU to the DCU, raising plenty of questions about what the new era of the show will look like. Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, played by John Cena, joined the DCEU timeline in The Suicide Squad, before his surprise return in a solo spin-off. HBO Max quickly greenlit James Gunn's plans for Peacemaker, an 8-episode original series that marked the first DCEU TV show. James Gunn is now the official co-CEO of the DCU, recently releasing his plans for the first DCU chapter, titled Gods and Monsters. Peacemaker Season 1 picks up after The Suicide Squad, when Smith is released from hospital and recruited to a new Task Force X team. They were tasked with stopping an alien invasion known as Project Butterflies, but Peacemaker also had to battle his white supremacist father, Augie Smith, aka White Dragon, Robert Patrick. The DC show packed plenty of surprises, leading to an explosive Peacemaker Season 1 ending. With the show's future, there are many questions about Peacemaker Season 2, including what its story, cast, and release window look like. The latest Peacemaker Season 2 news. A release window is revealed. There have been a handful of recent updates regarding Peacemaker Season 2, with the release date of August 2025 looking better every day. On November 25, 2024, James Gunn posted on social media that Peacemaker Season 2 had officially wrapped up the last bit of filming, basically 9 months before it is set to be released, giving the post-production plenty of time to deliver the best possible season of television. It will come out just 1 month after Gunn's Superman graces the silver screen. Screen Rant recently interviewed Steve Agee about his role as John Economos in Peacemaker Season 2, teasing what to expect for the upcoming season and what is next for his character after Peacemaker, stating, Steve Agee did, however, tease the scope of the upcoming season, talking about it fitting into a massive world and how fans of the first season should also enjoy this one. His statement is as follows: in a recent interview with IGN, James Gunn confirmed that basically everything in Peacemaker Season 1 is canon except for the inclusion of the Justice League, saying that they will kind of deal with in the next season. This typically lines up with what he has been saying for a while now, but it is nice to get confirmation of what exactly won't be considered canon to the DCU. Peacemaker Season 2 is confirmed. The show has wrapped filming. Peacemaker with a gun and doves in the background. As noted, Peacemaker Season 2 has already been announced by Warner Media and HBO Maximum. The news originally came from James Gunn and John Cena on the eve of Peacemaker's finale airing, as the creator and star shared the exciting update on social media. Peacemaker Season 2 also appears set to consist of 8 episodes, much the same as the first season, based on James Gunn's updates regarding the script. Peacemaker Season 2 is set to be released in August 2025. Is Peacemaker Season 2 part of the DCU or DCEU? It'll be set in the DCU. Aquaman in a dark open field in Peacemaker. Since Peacemaker Season 1 was part of the DCEU, audiences have faced some considerable confusion regarding the sequel season status in the overall franchise, especially as almost every other DCEU character is set to be recast other than the main Peacemaker squad. However, James Gunn has confirmed more than once that Peacemaker Season 2 is part of the DCU, making it clear that the show will be set in the same overarching universe, with the Justice League cameo being addressed in Season 2. Peacemaker Season 2 cast. The main cast is set to return. Peacemaker and White Dragon sat next to each other in the Peacemaker Season 1 finale. The good news for Peacemaker Season 2 is that most of the main cast members should be back in some capacity, despite no announcements thus far. John Cena will obviously be back to star as the peace-loving anti-hero, as the series' focal character, and it seems probable that Freddie Stromer will return as Vigilante, based on his close friendship with Peacemaker. Jennifer Holland should return to continue Harcourt's recovery and possibly move forward with a relationship with Smith. Economos is shown back at Belle Reve Prison, so Steve Agee could return too. Danielle Brooks might even be back after Adebayo realizes she is cut out for the lifestyle her mother also leads. Peacemaker Season 2 might also still involve Robert Patrick's Augie after the finale set up Chris seeing his father's ghost. With Peacemaker Season 1 involving human-possessing butterflies, it seems in line to have something like the ghost of Augie Smith continue to play a role in the show going forward, be it as solely a manifestation of Chris' warped relationship with his cruel father, or as a sign of something more for the series. Audiences could even see Viola Davis take on a bigger role as Amanda Waller in Peacemaker Season 2. This seems doubly likely given the Waller show is set to release beforehand, allowing development of the DCU character before whatever plot that the show's second season takes on. June 2024 saw the reveal that Sol Rodriguez and David Denman will be joining the ranks of the Peacemaker cast. Though Denman's role isn't yet known, Sol Rodriguez's casting as Sacha Bordeaux raises some especially interesting concepts about what the impending season may hold. In the comics, Bordeaux is a notable member of a group known as Checkmate, who are another branch of Amanda Waller's Task Force X, more focus on spy missions, suggesting this group may appear in the sequel season. Bordeaux also has a notable history with Batman that saw the pair be romantically intertwined for some time, suggesting she could have a connection again here. Perhaps most interestingly, Sasha's story sees her become a cyborg-like entity after becoming one of the robot-like entities known as OMACs, which could be adapted here for a truly unique character. Peacemaker Season 2 story. The show will not cover the multiverse. Interestingly, James Gunn's updates about the show included the reveal that Peacemaker Season 2 will not be focusing on the multiverse in any major capacity, as the DCU co-CEO stated that he wouldn't want the universe shift to be that big a part of the story. While this suggests the sequel season will address it changing over from the DCEU to the DCU, it also means that if this is the case, it isn't a main aspect of the story at hand, and may even just be addressed by a one-off line or joke that helps audiences understand how the series will be approaching changing franchise. With all this in mind, it seems that plot points the Peacemaker Season 1 ending establishes will still be integral to the next step in the story. This is especially promising given the show ends on the crucial note of Adebayo revealing the dirty secrets of Task Force X and Argus to the public, confirming that the butterflies were there, and that Peacemaker was framed for having prior knowledge of them. She even directly outs her mother, Amanda Waller, Viola Davis, as the mastermind behind the operation. With Peacemaker Season 2 coming out soon after Superman, and Rick Grillo reprising his role as Rick Flag Sr. starting with Creature Commandos, it's likely that some of his plot points in those projects will carry over into Peacemaker.